Let's see today some fast-paced games in the hack and slash style. There will be some action RPG here too, but just the fast-paced ones. Hope you like, click in the like button and subscribe. Let's go.
Let's see your best then, eh? Swordplay is a game of strength.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is the new game of a classic and acclaimed series. It's a hack and slash game with some RPG mechanics. The old ones are really good and immersive, with an interesting and unique story and storytelling. The game is being developed by Capcom, and it'll be set in a medieval Japan, mixing reality with fantasy, with a fast and stylish combat style. And if you didn't know the series, I recommend you to play the classic games. They're really good even to this day. I'm looking forward to play this new game of the series. And the game looks so beautiful. Look at these graphics, bro. Insane. And it's coming out in 2026. To PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
And you can bring as many friends as you want. Not good. Let's see your best then, eh?
Powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream?
I see great power within you, a destiny.
Lost Soul Aside is a new hack-and-slash game, with a fast-paced gameplay inspired in Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy XV, and the game is being developed by the studio Yotei Zero Games. It's being developed in Unreal Engine, and in the gameplays and trailers it looks really interesting, with a fast and unique combat system, with interesting mechanics, great enemies and bosses. So if you like hack-and-slash games, you should keep an eye out for it. The game is coming in May 30th, 2025, and is coming out to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
Khazan, we will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand. You never wanted to be a hero, but for humanity.
Just run away.
Phantom Blade Zero is a new fast-paced action RPG game, and all the videos and gameplays of the game looks absolutely mind-blowing, and it's being developed by the Studio S game. In the Phantom Blade we see some inspirations in the Souls-like style, since the gameplay style, to the boss fights, but the game won't be exactly a Souls-like game. The graphics looks really awesome, and will surely be a great game when it's released. We still don't know when the game is coming out, but in a new trailer they said that the release date is going to be announced in 2025, so I believe the game is coming out in 2026 or later, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows.
Everyone wears a mask! You too! This is a real face!
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
到底是人活进了戏里，还是戏本就因人而在？
为何执意要起兵戈之祸？这把
Project the Perceiver is a new action RPG developed by a Chinese studio, Paper Games. The game is extremely beautiful, with insane graphics and impressive scenarios. It's planned to be released in 2025 or 2026, and will be released on PlayStation 5 and Windows. The game will be set in a big and immersive universe, which will be an open world. The combat of the game kinda resembles Sekiro, but with its own style. The combat is fast and fluid, with a special care for the animations of the protagonist and of the enemies too, especially the bosses. What even resembles Souls-like games, of so fluid it looks.
你来了。
Control the rules in Heaven's Hall, and humans are just sheep to be slaughtered.
In the last city of humanity, Heavenswell. Imagine that they once ruled.
AI Limit is a sci-fi action RPG with a Souls-like approach. The game is set in a futuristic destroyed world with an interesting graphic style, nor realistic or cartoon, but a mix of both. What looks good. The game is being developed by the studio Sense Games, and in the game we'll play as Arisa, a blader with immortality, and explore the city ruined to find the hope of a new life in the distant future when civilization is on the verge of extinction. I must say that this game got my attention now. I didn't know until some months ago, and I'm sure you shall enjoy it too. It's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows in March 27, 2025.
May the branch guide your path, very world.
It's a realm surrounded by springs and waterfalls, where flowers bloom and trees thrive.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged,
my wish can be fulfilled. Here's how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd, beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action-adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, and a combat that makes me wanna play it already. So I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply a kinda game when I see I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy 15 in some aspects of gameplay. What's really good for me, and if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, with no release date yet, probably 2026.
half-baked tricks. Very well. This is your own doing. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay.
Wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a soul ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk, fell an endless downpour of
Ninja Gaiden 4 is the returning of an old and acclaimed hack-and-slash series. The new game is being developed by the studios Platinum Games, Team Ninja, and Koei Tecmo Games, and promises to be the great returning of the series. That also received a version black to Ninja Gaiden 2 in the same day it was announced. And there's also a new 2D game coming out that looks sick. In the new game we'll play as the classic Ryu Hayabusa, but also a new character, with technological gadgets and a whole new style of combat. So I must say that it really got my attention. And it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, in some moment of 2025. And day 1 on Xbox Game Pass.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here. So you've come, Raven.
Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio, from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. As you can see, the game is going to be a huge open-world game, filled with a lot of different mechanics, and with a fast and brutal combat style. Looks like a mix of an action RPG with the gameplay of a hack-and-slash game. For those who enjoy titles like Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher, Zelda, and general action medieval games, I think you're going to enjoy this one. And it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in the end of 2025, but with no official release date yet.
Soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace.
There are beings who brought chaos to province. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
Seeking out my remaining comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the
Queen's spell has turned steel to stone and left her army unmatched. Only you can wield the hammer of the gods and bend steel to your will.
Blades of Fire is a new medieval action-adventure game coming out still in 2025. The game is being developed by the studio Mercury Steam, and will be released in May 22, 2025, to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Join Aaron de Lira, firstborn of the King's Ward, on a journey to find the real purpose of his fate. Develop your forging skills, craft a series of weapons to suit your style, and get ready to embrace a unique combat system as you take on Queen Neria's fierce enemies. The gameplay resembles a sort of Souls-like game. Let's just hope the game's surprise with a fun story and gameplay.
Only you can forge your legend.
What could you possibly say? You're here to kill me.
Where Winds Meet is a new open-world action RPG set in the famous Souls-like style that's so popular today. The game is being developed by Everstone Studios and looks very promising. It's going to be set in a mythological China and promises to be a huge game with a vast open world to explore and discover new things and places, searching for better items or even searching for powerful enemies. For the ones who likes action RPG, this one looks really good, but we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025 to finally play the game. In China it was released already, and is also on cell phones, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and PC.
Remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They lived inside our heads.
Hell Is Us is a third-person action game with some RPG mechanics, all set in a semi-open world. It's being developed by the studio Rogue Factor. In the game we shall explore this dark and dangerous place seeking answers for our questions, all with a fast and dynamic melee combat, fighting against strange sorts of creatures with unique visuals. That's the type of game that I really get excited about, but to see if it's as good as it looks, we'll need to wait until September 4th, 2025, and the game is coming out to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Anything like you have. She'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all real.
Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. That's two-toed.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't have a disposition to be gator snacks.
South of Midnight is an upcoming action-adventure game with a combat similar to a hack-and-slash game. It's being developed by the studio Compulsion Games, an Xbox Games studio, and it's coming out in April 8, 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Explore the mythos and confront mysterious creatures of the Deep South in this modern folktale while learning to weave an ancient power to surmount obstacles and unravel your family's hidden past. The game is set in stylish and different graphic style, with a fast and fluid gameplay since the exploration to the combat itself, which you'll face different enemies through the game, since normal foes to different boss fights.
There it is. Now to get over there.
The first Berserker Khazan is another fast-paced action RPG game with a hardcore Souls-like approach. It's being developed by the studio Nipple, and looks impressive. The graphics are kinda simple, but the flow of the game is fast and mesmerizing. Any fan of Souls-like games gotta take a look at this one. The gameplay will be fast and brutal, and you'll face different types of enemies, humans, creatures, and of course, some insane and brutal bosses that I'm sure many will be really difficult to defeat, because as I said, the developers themselves said it's a hardcore game, so get ready. So for the lovers of action RPG games, know that it's coming out March 27, 2025, and will be coming out to PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. Archeage Chronicles is one of the most beautiful MMORPG games announced, and will probably be one of the best games in this style of its year, and it's being developed by the studio XL Games. Explore Auroria, a vast and vibrant world brimming with rich lore and thrilling action. The gameplay looks really good, involving all types of gameplay, with a lot of different weapons, enemies, and environments. So if you like MMORPG games, this is probably one that you need to take a better look, and it'll be coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, but there's no release date yet.
People come north to disappear. The hunter. Now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're...
Ghost of Yotei is the sequel of the acclaimed game Ghost of Tsushima, and now we're going to play an adventure set over 300 years later. The game is being developed by Sucker Punch Productions, and the players will explore the lands and the surroundings of Yotei, and we'll see different types of environments through the game, since overgrown areas, to cold and snowy places, all that set in the year 1603, with amazing graphics and a huge open world to explore. The first game was really beautiful, so I believe this one will be even more, but to see it we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5.
The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Linzi. For the people who likes action RPG, we'll be looking forward to this new one. The game is set in the land of Shu during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. It all looks really promising, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC in some moment of 2025. Thanks for watching, click in the like button and subscribe for more videos, and that's it, so long.